Hey everyone, Luke here with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the iPhone 11 and what you can expect and why this release might hurt a little more than the previous iPhone releases when we're talking about prices dropping and going up and down. Let's go. Everybody, Luke here. So today we're going to be talking about the iPhone 11 release and why this one might hurt us a little bit as phone flippers. So one of the biggest things that I don't think anybody has noticed yet, and I haven't seen any other coach or flipper bring this up entirely to the public, is that for the first time in the past few years, in fact it could even almost be a decade, iPhone is releasing a new iPhone that is actually less money than the previous iPhone's launch. So the iPhone 11 starts at $699, which is actually a little bit cheaper than the iPhone XR was at launch. So you're probably asking, what does this mean? Well, first off, anytime a new phone is released in its own niche, if a new iPhone is released, iPhone obviously are its own thing, Samsung's are its own thing. Anytime a new model is released in its own brand or its own line of brand, you are going to have price drops. But when you have a brand that releases a new model within its own, and now they're not only releasing a new model, but it's actually less money than the predecessor, this is going to cause waves in the phone flipping industry. So what I urge everybody to do right now, if you have any iPhone XRs or you're planning on buying any iPhone XRs, bid low, buy low, pay low, because if you don't, you're going to lose money. And if you haven't already sold your phones, start selling everything off, because this one may hurt a little bit. This one may give us a price shock. This might be like the phone flipping depression for the first month while this phone is released, because Apple I don't have a chart in front of me, but from what I remember in the past 10 years, Apple has never come out with a phone that is actually less money than the previous year's release. So for the first time in a long time, Apple is literally coming out with a new model, and they're actually going to release it for a lesser price than the previous year's phone. So what this is going to do is it's going to create a shockwave in the market, not only for us phone flippers, but for us as consumers. People are going to notice that iPhone XRs are now no longer worth near as much as they were, because you can get a brand new iPhone 11 for less than an iPhone XR at launch. So this is kind of a big problem. It's a smart play, in my opinion, on Apple's side, because of the fact that how much can you really pay for an iPhone? I mean, are they going to keep upping the price to $1,500, $1,600, $1,700? I mean, at that point, you might as well just buy a awesome laptop and just carry it around everywhere you go and just buy a cheap flip phone, because you're going to be better off that way. It's starting to get absolutely ridiculous, and prices never go down, and so that's why I'm so shocked that nobody has brought this to anybody's attention, that the iPhone 11 is actually going to be less than the iPhone XR at launch. So I'm not sure what you guys think about this. Make sure you guys drop a comment down below. Definitely want to hear what everybody thinks about this, but this has got me thinking. I personally have dumped all of the phones that I had. I've been shipping everything out that I've had, even stuff that's been sitting around that's cracked, used, whatever. I literally shipped out everything, got rid of everything, because this has me not so much worried, because I already got all my stuff out of my office, inventory, everything, which is great, but it's got me worried because of the fact that what if Apple does this again each release? What if they keep doing this? What if prices go down? What if they've figured out a way to, make the phones less expensive while still retaining the same amount of profit that Apple wants? I'm not really sure what's going on here. I don't know why Apple would make the phone less than the previous year, other than the fact that it would be a smart play if they could maintain the same profit margins while increasing sales, because they're dropping the price to the public. But it's very interesting nonetheless. This is a very interesting point, and for everybody out there that's wondering, oh, how should we be buying phones? What should be going on? If you are new, absolutely okay. If you have been in the phone flipping business for 2-3 years now, you should know what to expect. Now, the only thing that makes this launch different is the fact that the new launch is actually going to be less than last year's launch, which is very interesting, and that might affect us in its own way. However, for everybody out there that's new to phone flipping, or if you've been phone flipping for a few years and you just want to recap, whenever a new phone comes out, expect prices to drop around $100 to $150. Now, with this release being less money than the previous year, you may see a larger spike or price drop just because of the fact that this new phone is going to majorly affect the iPhone XR prices, which are already very low because of the fact that the new iPhone 11 is literally going to be basically the same price as what you can get an XR for, and it's even less than they were brand new at launch when they're hot, when the prices are up. So keep that in mind. But that's basically what you can expect for the iPhone 11 release and launch. So just be careful. Make sure you guys are buying low. You don't know what prices are going to be at while there is a launch in progress. I mean, we're going to be getting the new iPhones in November, so we are less than a month away. It is September. We're in the middle of September right now, and pre-orders basically are from September 13th through September 20th. So we literally have pre-orders in 2 days. There'll be pre-orders available this week. iPhones will be dropping in November, so keep that in mind. Be careful buying stuff. Don't get hustled by your regular sellers. Don't let them try and jack the prices up on you because, you know, you do repeat business with them. Let them know. Be firm. New iPhones coming out. Prices are dropping. Prices aren't stable, and this is what I'm paying. So remember, watch yourself because we're in this business to make money. And if you're not making money, flipping phones isn't any fun. So that being said, I hope this brings some value for all of you out there. Hope it answers some questions. Make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.